Clippings, Chapter 16 by Brett Williams. These days, every other word in Clippings has to do with the plan and with the goods we'll get. And every conversation puts it more solidly in our minds. We've got huge plans for the money. A new TV, a fancy set of silk sheets, a new refrigerator, and a cute scooter. Today, a Papillion Chihuahua named Chippy is one of my clients. Papillons are the size of a normal Chihuahua, but they have more fur and their triangular ears are covered with long hair. A fat old lady who wears tons of jewelry owns this great little puppy. Chippy told me they live alone, just him and the fancy fat lady. They go to a doggy daycare 3 days per week to mingle, which is just a polite way to say sniff tail. I mingle at Christmas parties and I sniff tail later. Today has been a heavy work day. I've groomed 19 or 20 dogs. By the middle of the workload, I was dying for a beer or three. So I popped one open. It's my shop and I can drink a beer or four if I want to. Ideas about Chippy's house have been swimming in my brain since his grooming. I've had to hold everything in. It felt like a 3-beer bladder ready to bust. Wendy would have loved to hear about it. I can imagine her smile and the excitement in her eyes, but I can't talk about it while the dogs are being groomed. That is trouble. I have to watch out what I say. I think that's it, babe, Wendy says, and she lets the last customer out and locks the door behind them. 8 o'clock on a Thursday night. That's pretty good. Maybe we can go out for drinks. Or maybe you can get me a beer from the back. Woohoo! My excitement echoes off the walls in the bathing room. What? She calls. What are you yelling about? Chippy. I'm excited about Chippy and his fancy jewelry-covered mom. His house is going to be the first house we rob. The fans, the water running in the bathing room make it hard for me to even hear myself. I step into the hall so Wendy can hear me better. I think we can get in and out of that house in about 5 minutes. That Chippy told me exactly where everything is hidden. I was able to get him to tell me exactly where she keeps the jewels and cash, and he told me when his fat fancy mom is usually home. We'll be able to steal whatever we want from that house. This is going to be great. Then, with the excitement I've been imagining all day, Wendy prances from around the corner into the center of the hallway with her arms raised in a Y shape. The smile on her face reaches from ear to ear. She raises her face to the ceiling and lets out a howl. Kind of weird, but I join in too. She finishes her howl way before I do. And when I pull my eyes down from the ceiling, she's slowly moving her arms up and down in a calming motion. Okay, calm down. You seem out of your mind, she says. How many of my beers have you had? I don't think she really needs an answer. I mean, they're our beers. This is our idea. We lock onto each other's stare across the 10-foot span separating us. Her silhouette against the sun coming in the front of the shop is pure beauty. She must think the same of me. Those hips are calling for my hands. Those lips are waiting for my kiss. Those breasts are waiting for me to press up against them. Those earlobes are needing to be nibbled. I give her that look and she sees it. Come here, I say with stretched out arms, beckoning her to me. You're my girl and we're going to be rich when we rip off these dog owners. My voice hits an excited level again, causing her to smile bigger. Finally, she starts a saunter toward me. Yes, we are going to be rich. She sways those hips like a runway model, slow and sexy. You're going to steal from these stupid people for me? Yes, we're going to steal from these stupid people for us. I echo what she really meant to say. A knock with something metal hits the glass of the front door. We both stop our celebration and she looks back over her shoulder to see a customer peering in, his keys tapping on the door. Wendy takes a big step around me, knocking me out of her way, and looks to her right into the cage room. Babe, you forgot this dog in here. I'll let him in, Wendy says. Takes off, takes off for the door. You get the dog. Right, I'll do that. I take to doing my orders quickly. We need to get back to the celebration. The dog? How did I forget a dog in the back cage? Wendy told me we were done. I step into the darkened room. There in the furthest cage, the very far back cage in the dark corner, sits the lonely pup. It was bound to happen, I suppose. Bending down on one knee, I unlock the door of the cage and reach to pull the girl out. Grrr! The little Shih Tzu growls with a wicked growl and backs herself into a corner. Okay, it's okay, come on out. My voice soft coaxes her out, but she continues growling. I pick her up. No real fear of her doing any harm. She's just a Shih Tzu and we have a good relationship. I grab a cute flower patterned scarf for her freshly clipped neck. What's the matter? I ask while trying to tie it around her neck. But the harder I try, the harder she squirms and the more she growls. Oh shit, it hits me. But I continue to act normal. Help me out. Be still. What's wrong with you? Her response, more teeth. This wasn't her mood today, and I try to get her back to that happy mood. Maybe she's just hungry. Fine. You don't want to talk? I'll just send you home. I slip the bandana over her neck, and she's ready to go. It's a fun sight when the dog is put on the floor and it runs to its owner like a long-lost child. Unconditional love. When her dad sees us, he lets out a gasp, and in a squeaky little man voice, he says, "Hey, girl, you look so pretty. Come here, my Maggie Pie." Her legs run in my arms as I lower her to the floor. Just as I let her out of my grip, she turns, growls, and nips my thumb in a blink. Ow! I yell as I pull away from her. She runs across the slick linoleum floor. Her legs look like a roadrunner's revving to shoot off like a bullet. Come here, girl. Her dad squeaks again as he bends. I walk into the front of the shop. Before she reaches her dad, Maggie turns her cute puffy head and angrily says, "I heard you. I know what you're doing. You're a bad person." "No, you don't," I say. "No, I don't what?" her dad asks. I give him a puzzled look. I screwed up. My hands reflexively moves to my ear to touch my headset. It's not there. I'm so stupid. I stutter out an inane excuse. She was just trying to come back to me. I thought she was just about to jump back to me. He looks at me with his head cocked to the left. So does the dog. Then that little shit dog says, "You come near my house and I'm going straight for your throat." That is the meanest threat I've ever got from a dog. A threat from a Shih Tzu nonetheless. The lion of the Chinese kingdom. The Chinese dog kingdom. We'll mark that one off the list of houses to burgle. There weren't any good opportunities with that dog anyway. Only a big TV, a loud stereo, and turkey bacon. After enduring some fierce stares from Maggie Pie, she and Dad finally leave the shop. She kept saying stuff to me about how I should be ashamed, how she thought I was a good person. I had to stand there and take it. I couldn't defend myself in front of her little man owner. I don't know how this is going to affect our relationship, but my bet is that Maggie will still wag her tail the next time she sees me. She heard everything. Maggie knows, I tell Wendy after the man has left. That's okay, Wendy says in a calm, logical voice. It's not like she's going to tell her girly man owner. She's right again.